Yo, so I wanted to try something a little different and commentate my run for the challenge mode this week. The challenges are Blood Pact, which you see I'm ticking the 1 damage and then healing 1 damage every time I kill a mob. And then the second one is Mortal Wound, which is every time you take damage, you get a debuff that increases all future damage you take. That also applies to the Blood Pact. So if you get a bunch of stacks of Mortal Wound, then the Blood Pact will start ticking really, really hard. Which is going to kill you probably. Last one's Fragmented, just everything starts with fragmentation, which is a pretty fun one to have. You saw there I picked up Bloom first. I just always run with Bloom, it's just the best weapon. Hard not to pick it. You see I give up a range there for a crit. Early on, I tend to... range is really good, so if it were later in the run, I would 100% pick the range. But early on, I tend to pick the offensive stats, just because the early bosses tend to be a big time sink. And range doesn't help you kill the bosses faster, but the stats do. You see I have a purple gem on my Bloom Cannon already, and just put a blue on it. I'm going for Induration first. It makes it so your crits deal extra elemental damage and stun the target. I found it's a really good one to go for first. It does a lot of damage when you use it with Bloom Cannon. And the stun helps keep bosses in place, so you can hit them, so you can be close to them more easily and hit them with your full shot from your Bloom Cannon or from your Fragmented Crimson Duets like this week. You saw I also picked the Strike Reflex first, and now I picked Blood Temple. I always pick Blood Temple, and I picked the Strike Reflex early before I even had the special, just so that when I got to that wave, it would heal me. It's a little bit safer this week since I'm taking the extra damage from Blood Pact and Mortal Wound. So I like the Strike Reflex first. It might be slightly suboptimal. You might want it second instead of first, but I picked it first. You'll see now that I have the Blood Temple on the... You have to be careful when you use it. You see I'm not using it at all here, because when you use Blood Temple, it also stacks up that Mortal Wound, and you'll take more damage from your Blood Pact. If you stack it up too much on a wave, your Blood Pact will just straight up kill you. So you have to avoid pressing it early in the wave, and you see I'm just pressing it a couple times at the end of the wave to finish it out faster and hopefully bring some stacks into the boss. The boss waves are short enough that you just do your normal thing, where you just press your Blood Pact a couple times, boost, and get the boss fast. You saw I picked Last Resort there. I think that's just straight up the best DPS shell protocol. It gives you so much crit, which is a lot more damage, and also just good synergy with the Strike Reflex. And you'll always have low HP on the boss waves, because you're Blood Templing 3 times every time you go into a boss. So you'll have low HP, high crit, just blast it down. Yeah, I mean that's basically the run. See, I'm just picking DPS stats. Potency's good, crit's good. Percent damage tends not to be as good because you have a big percent damage buff from Blood Temple stacks, so you get some like diminishing returns on that. I picked the second Bloom, and on the second Bloom cannon, I'm going to put Fulguration on it, which is 2 blue, 2 white. And that'll give me the burn damage that I need to kill the last boss before he does his second phase. You'll see you getting to the end of the wave here. Press some blood. I probably started pressing that Blood Temple a little early, but you see at the end of the waves, I try to stack up some Blood Temple. Finish off the wave quicker and potentially bring some stacks into the boss, which is always nice. White gem, going for the Fulguration. You'll see the... I think I picked the Chaotic Strike here, but the Flurry is also really good. I don't know which one's actually better, but they're both good. More range, that's really good. I almost went for the crit there, I don't know why, but range is good. Got my second blue, so now I'm just looking for a white gem to complete the fold. I got the white gem, perfect. Last weapon, I'm not going to have the resonance until the final boss. So I'm just going to build towards something that does additional burn damage. You can go majority blue, or you can go for another Fulguration, especially with the fragmentation on the challenge this week. The Fulguration is pretty good. On weapons that aren't bloom, just because everything has spread. On a non-challenge mode, I would definitely go for a majority blue over the Fulg, though. And I think this week, even this week, I do go for the majority blue. I forget what that resonance is called. I should probably look it up again. But here I'm just re-rolling for another DPS shell protocol. I have a lot of re-rolls, so rolling down. I found the Flurry. Flurry's really good. And you see here, I'm thinking about which resonance I want on my last weapon. Thinking about putting the purple on it. I think I'm going to hit the reroll and just get some blues, though. See, I think about the Lightstone for a second, but in this run, it doesn't really do anything for you. I have tons of healing from the Strike Reflex, since I'm not pressing Blood Temple early on in these waves. And the Reload Heal, it just doesn't really have time to be useful, since I'm not spamming out Blood Temple stacks in this run. I guess I can talk about this second weapon a little bit too. I don't think you necessarily need double bloom. Your second weapon matters a lot less than your first weapon. I think Riot Needle is also good. Fate Weaver's good. It has discharge. It has the heavy hit, just to apply a bunch of burn. And you can see the Induration does a lot of work on that Chariot boss. He normally runs away really fast, but able to stun him in place and get big damage in on him. And I've tried playing with some other specials recently. And you can get pretty fast runs with stuff like Static Shield, I think is a really good one. Spirit Bomb's a good one. But nothing seems quite as fast as Blood Temple. So I'm just playing the Blood Temple. The Blood Temple Strike Reflex combo is also particularly nice this week, where you're just taking down damage all the time. That's a really powerful combo for healing. And I make a mistake on this wave. I'm not watching the enemy count, I don't think. I should be pressing my blood temple there to get some stacks. So I probably lost a couple seconds. Not doing that. You see I get the triple blue, one purple. I think that's optimal for the for that residence. Killed the boss. There's the run. It can definitely be, there's definitely some room for improvement. I don't think it'll stay rank 1. Sure Calhoun will beat it by the time this video goes up, but yeah, there's the run. He has a pretty good one. These challenges are fun. Looking forward to doing more of them. Let me know if you like the commentary or just like the normal videos. I'll go back to just posting those, but yeah, ignore the number 1 guy. He's 100% a cheater. Yeah, peace out.